So you want to buy a house, expect to pay more than 30% of your income. This is according to Market Watch. Just read this article. I found it interesting. Um, Obviously, houses are expensive, right? It says down here that the median home price in June was $426,000. That's a lot, right? Um, Now, the rule is conventional wisdom right here. Don't pay more than 30%. Really, it's just so you're not house poor. This way you have expendable income. You can save money. You can use that money for emergency repairs, maybe buy a car or something. But if you're paying more than 30%, if you're at the 50% line, some people do 60% and whatnot of putting it into their house. They just don't have money for savings. So all you need is like to lose your job, you're basically going to lose your house. Or you're gonna have no way to figure out how to pay for your mortgage payment. You have to go through the whole weird situation of seeking assistance, talking to your mortgage company, that you lost your job, you're trying to make payments, you're in unemployment, you're trying to find another job, all of that. But it's a tough situation. I highly recommend people that if you are to buy a house, buy it comfortably. Make sure you can make those payments comfortably. Of course, this video is not life or financial advice. It's my opinion that 30% is a good rule, maybe 35%, but I would say no more than 40%. So just think the house payment the house I want, the payment that I can make right now, is it about 35% after taxes of what I make, or before taxes? I'm sorry, it should be before taxes. Look at what bothers me is this: consider a family earning $100,000 per year who, under the 30% rule, would have less than $2,500 a month to spend on housing after taxes. Bradford estimates that a 30-year mortgage at a rate of above 7% may require a monthly payment of nearly $3,000 a month, depending on the local real estate market, taxes, insurance, according to various mortgage calculators. A lot of areas is becoming more outpriced. I mean, California, I don't even want to talk about California. It's getting outpriced. Arizona is getting outpriced. Florida's outpriced. Georgia's getting outpriced. New York's outpriced. There's so many areas that's getting outpriced right now. Right now, as of March 26th, 30-year fixed rate mortgages are at 6.92%. Basically, I mean, you're touching 7% at that point. You might get lower with other rates, better credit, right? VA loans, stuff like that, but it's not that significant. I mean, it helps, but it's not going to put a 5 in front of it, right? Let's look at some of the Redfin data of like new listings, because I'm sure you've seen it on the news, headlines about housing, more houses for sale, housing skyrocketing, this and that. Just know that we see this every year. It's just a seasonality trend. Like the winter and then comes up, peaks out to the summer, then goes back down. This goes on all the time. So the headlines are a little misleading, clickbaity. But overall, with the current trend right now, with 2024, more houses are listed compared to last year. So maybe that's a significance, despite interest rates being so high. It wasn't anywhere compared to 2022 and 2021 because rates were lower. Pending sales, people who put an offer got accepted, doesn't mean that it got closed yet. It's still lower than any of the past 3 years for 2024. Now, off the markets in 2 weeks, like someone put a house out 2 weeks or less, got an offer, and it got sold. It's just a little bit better than 2023, but still not there compared to 2021 and 2022. Now, homes sold, kind of slightly lower than last year, though. So yeah, there might have been offers, but some of them probably got backed out. I backed out an offer last year just because after inspections, which I highly recommend you do, is get inspections, especially not just a general one, but a specific one for roof and air conditioning, because those are super expensive. The house I backed out on required a new roof, which was 20 grand at the time. It's probably more now, and a new air conditioning unit, which was quoted at 10,000. So 30,000 deep. So I tried to negotiate, didn't get anywhere. They said no, this price is what it is. I'm like, okay, I'll back out. New listing median price. This is an insult. It's 2024, rates are higher, yet people are listing their houses. Keep in mind, new listing median price. People are putting it's the highest out of any time ever that people are just like, I'm just gonna put my house out there and try to get the best amount that I can get, right? Of course, they get negotiated, they go down. A lot of the crap houses that are out there, they definitely get negotiated down. There's so many crap houses out there that require so much work. Like the one I backed out on, that requires so much work. New roof, new air conditioning unit, probably new floors, work on some walls, like a lot of things. They list high, but then they get negotiated down depending on the seller. If they're willing to sell it at a certain price, they probably intentionally highballed it, expecting to get lowballed, right? Now, besides the new listing median price, let's just look at the median sales price, right? One article said it was in the 400s. Redfin says here, 374. This is just of all the metros. Not every house, just houses in metro areas, populated areas, but still higher than ever, no doubt. Much, much higher than 2023. 2022 was higher because people were listing their houses fast because the Federal Reserve was starting to increase interest rates. So there was a little panic of, oh, interest rates are going up. That means houses will probably go down in price. Let's sell this house for as much bang as we can get. Days to close, nothing significant about this. It's just how long does it take from you put an offer in, gets accepted, you go through everything, all the paperwork, the monies, finally get the keys in your hand. It's pretty much just average across the board. For some reason, up in December and January time, it just takes longer, but on average, not that much longer. These are small averages. Let's skip that one. Let's do active listings, right? So technically right now for March, this is the most houses available that are actively out there, right? Because seasonality trend again. People try to list their house, try to see if they can sell it the most as they can. If you're a seller, you would too, right? I would too, right? I get it. So almost touching at the 800,000 mark for active listings in metro areas in the U.S. Maybe hopefully it can go above this, the 2022 where it was highest. This is where people panicked and said, oh goodness, interest rates are going up. But who knows, maybe something from here and there, something could break and causing more houses to be active, people trying to get out, trying to sell what they have, trying to get the most buck before prices go down. Who knows? Medium days on the market, nothing significant, just basically how long is this out there for? I mean, it really aligns with age of inventory, right? Just how long it's been out there in the market until they finally accept an offer and close, right? Price drops. Of course, this is the most out of all years. Well above 5% of active listings that have a price drop, right? It's because people are listing really high. Because why not? Who cares about how high interest rates are? No one's scared of it anymore. It's not like 2022 anymore. It's just still have high interest rates. Who cares? There's low inventory, so we can just keep raising the price on the houses. People shoot high. About more than 5% of those houses that really shouldn't be high, the crap houses that require a lot of work, are the ones that get cut down, right? But it is what else do I want to see? Average sell to list ratio. I mean, it's still on the lower end, but overall, I mean, interest rates are still high. Cost of a house is still so high. So, yeah, I although I wanted to preach about like, hey, it shouldn't be like 35% of your income should go into the house, but I understand why people are just saying, dude, I have no other choice. If I want to be a homeowner, I got to get in now. Interest rates are really not dropping. Houses are so expensive. And there is a fear that houses will continue to go up, especially if the Fed drops rates. Then it becomes cheaper to borrow money. It'll cause a surge. So I understand the mentality of like, dude, we're stuck. It's either houses get more expensive or don't get a house, right? If you really want to be a homeowner, probably just get in now. And if rates do go down, you could refinance later, have a little bit of a lower monthly payment, but you still have that house. But man, it's so dicey, like Like, you want to achieve the American dream. How about be a homeowner? Especially for young people. There's still plenty of millennials who don't have their first home. Gen Z's coming up. I mean, there's other generations that are looking at this going, wow, everything's so crazy expensive. College is expensive. Is it worth it? It's houses are so expensive. Is it worth it? It almost feels like they just want people to rent and no longer own. Cars are more expensive. Like, food is more expensive. Like, man, what do you do? I mean, this feels like a recession, right? Like an employed recession. Like, you're employed, but you can't afford much. I could ramble on forever. So if you have any comments, please leave them below. I do read them. Please leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Until next time.